Hello, good evening, everyone. How are you all doing today? It's another time, it's another webinar. This is second edition of our webinar. I trust you all are doing so well. Good to see you all. Good to see you all again. Okay, if you were in our last class, you would have learned of things from what we discussed in our last class. Basically, it was the terminologies understanding Facebook ads terminologies. So before we proceed, let me just do a brief introduction one more time. My name is Oluka Adibadijo. Let me adjust my ring light a little, please. My name is Oluka Adibadijo, and I'm a digital marketing consultant. So basically, I help organizations achieve very good results with their businesses using Facebook ads and other. Last week, okay, for that, I'm popularly called Kelly Coach. So, in case you want to know my nickname. So, last week we looked at understanding Facebook ads terminologies because it's very important that you understand all of these terminologies before you just start running adverts, right? Because you need to know for what feature actually does to Facebook advert before you set out to run adverts. It's very important you know that, right? So today we are going to go into the practical sessions. Today we'll be going into the practical sessions. So I can see two people are live already. Hello to those who are live. Say hi in the chat box for those who have joined. Say hi in the chat box. Just say hi in the chat box. I want to see you. I want to say hello to you for those who just joined. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it. Let me just put my phone on silent so the calls don't disturb us. Okay, just a second. Let me just put my phone on silent so we don't get disturbed by the calls. Okay, so I've done that already. So let's get started. All right, so I hope you can all see my screen. This is Facebook. This is the Facebook interface. Everybody knows this interface. Okay, before we get started, it's important for me to tell you that in order to run Facebook ads in the best way possible, you cannot use your phone. You cannot use your phone. The best thing to use is system. By using a system, you will be able to get you'll be able to use all of the features that are available on Facebook Ads Manager. Remember, in our last class, I told you that using the Facebook Ads Manager is the best way to run adverts. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do that, right? I'm going to be showing you how to use Facebook Ads Manager to run adverts. And I'm going to be taking you through everything you need to know from beginning to the end. So right now, how many of you can see my screen? I want to believe you can see my screen. I'm on Facebook already, and this is my own Facebook account. So if you want to access your Facebook ads, you need to log into the system first and access the interface in this manner. So when you get there, the next thing you do is you see there are two ways to access your Facebook Ads Manager. Number one, you can come here. If you see these 9 dots, you click on it. Once you click on it, you see add somewhere here. You can click this, it will redirect you to your Facebook Ads Manager. Number two is you just put this one here of late. So you have two options. Number two is you click on this see more button. You come to the left hand side of your screen. You click on see more. Once you click on see more, ads manager button will come up. Then click on ads manager. Click on ads manager. Then you get redirected to your ads manager. Get redirected to your ads manager. So once are redirected. Once you're redirected, you'll be able to access your ad manager in this manner. It's disabled already. Sometimes Facebook will disable your ad account for if you go against their policies. So this ad account was created when I first started running ads about how many years now? I think about 6 or 7 years ago. That was 2017. Yeah, late 2017 or early 2018. It must have been late 2017 actually when this ad account was disabled. I was trying to learn how to run Facebook ads account at the time. So I'm going to choose another ad account. It's very much about account. So I'll just pick one of them. Let me see which one should I use. I have quite a number of them now. Okay, let me pick this one. I think I use this one of late. I use this one of late. So this is very much active. Okay, yeah, this one is very much active. So once you get here and you pick your ad account, you see a create button somewhere here. You see create. So you click on create. Create gives you a number of options: awareness, traffic, engagement, leads. We're going to be looking at a couple of them during our other classes, but let me just explain it to you. The first one, it says awareness. These are your clean objectives. For the first one, this is awareness. If you are running an awareness advert, you want people to be able to remember you. You want them to be aware of your business. That's what an awareness advert does actually. But that's not what we want to do today. We have quite a number of to look at. The second one is traffic. If you want to get traffic for your business, right? You want to send people to a destination, perhaps a landing page, your website, your Facebook page, or your Instagram page. You can use traffic. Engagements, you want to message, you want to engage your post and your videos and all of that engagement. Leads, if you want people to send you their information, you want to collect contact details of your business, collect contact details of people that are interested in your business, you can use leads. App promotion, if you have an app, probably on Play Store or iOS, you can use this. And this is sales. If you're doing e-commerce, able to purchase products online anytime, then can use sales. Of course, so today I want us to look at traffic. Of course, we'll still look at a couple of others probably because of webinars. Today, let's look at traffic. So if you pick traffic, there are a number of things you can do under traffic, and you can optimize for a number of things. You can optimize for link clicks. You see, get click on link to your website, app, or Facebook events. You can optimize for landing page views, get people to view content on your landing page. Optimize for Messenger, Instagram, or even WhatsApp. You can direct people to all of these pages. And of course, you can do calls. You can let people call you directly from your apps. Then you can do Instagram profile visits. So let's move on. Click on continue. So right now we have two ways by you can run your adverts. You can use the recommended settings or the manual set. So for the recommended settings, a number of features would have been preset for you. You understand? The algorithm on Facebook adverts will help you set up those things automatically, so you don't have to set those things, right? But campaign, you have to set everything by yourself, right? If you look at it, it says use preset campaign optimization to help meet your goals. So things like advantage plus audience, placement, and all of that, Facebook would have done it automatically for you. You just go and input, just upload budgets, then you shoot straight. But for this one, you do a manual traffic campaign, you do everything by yourself, you set up everything by yourself. But today, I'm using the manual traffic campaign. That's what I'll show you how to use today. So once you click on continue, you click on continue. Then once you do that, it brings you here to your campaign. So of course, there are three levels running an adverts. Number one is the campaign level. That's the campaign level. Number two is the traffic, the ad level, and number three is ad. Number one is the campaign level. Let's name our campaign. Let's say, let me name it G. Let me just put G6 there. That's the name of the company actually. Just put okay. Let me put G6. That's fine. G6. Then we can move on. Next thing is special art category. This one applies to people who are on stars loan, employment, housing, or other social issues, election, politics, etc. But in a country like Nigeria, you don't need to do in Nigeria, you don't need to use this if you are running ads for credits, employment, or housing, because those things are not they are not really no regular. There is no regulations for some of those things. But of course, there are some things that you need to get approval for if you have to run ads in Nigeria as well. But for our developed nations, if you run ads on credits, employment, or housing, you understand? But in the US, any other developed nation, of course, you need to show that you are running ads on credit, employment, or housing, right? But in Nigeria, you don't need to do those things because we are a developing nation. We are not bound by these rules. So let's move on. So you don't need to, we are not going to do anything here, but if you are not Nigeria, if you are in a developed nation, you need to click whether run on credits, loans, and all of that, government offers or housing or social issues policy and all of that. Let us move on. So after we go to campaign details, the first thing to understand is that buying ads online is an auction-based system. I think I explained this in our last class. The highest bidder always wins most of the time. That's exactly. So you are buying space online. If I spend more money, I'll get more space. If you spend less money, you get less space. It's as simple as that. That means if I spend more money, I get more visibility to see my advert. But if you spend less money, less people to see your adverts. It's as simple as that. So the kind of campaign we are running is a traffic campaign today, just to show you how this works. A lot of other campaigns like I showed you at the beginning, but for today, we're looking at traffic. So the next thing is A or B test. I think we'll do a class separately to explain this, because you can explain this. You can explain this alone here in one split testing. So we'll do a class different to explain A or B tests. So in that class, I'll details what A or B test, and I'll show you how it is done, right? But I'll show you some other ways to test manually during the course of the advert, in the course of running the advert. So leave this for now. In one of our classes, we'll dedicate that one to A or B test alone. So I'll show you how you can use this to your advantage. So the next thing is campaign budget optimization. This is where you set your budget. So you put this on. So once you put this on, you set your budget here. Let's assume you want to make, let's say 5,000 naira, let's say 10 naira daily. So that's about $10 or thereabouts. So you can just put the amount here. If yours is in dollars, you can put the amount in dollars. Perhaps $10, $20 per day, or $50 per day, depending on what you want your budget to be. So of course, we have two types of daily budget and lifetime budget. Like this is our last class, so if you did not get the explanation, kindly refer to our last video where we explained the terminologies. There, I dealt with the difference between daily budget and lifetime budget. Of course, you also saw you see the video somewhere on the screen. I'll put a link there. You see the link to the last video somewhere on the screen so you can watch it. So when you have set your budgets, so the next is campaign bid strategy. Oops, the light just went off. Wow. Next thing is campaign bid strategy. Okay. Campaign bid strategy. Oh my light just went off. Okay, just hold on a second. Okay, so let's move on. Let us move on with let's move on with the class. Okay, so we are looking at campaign bid strategy. So I'm going to explain this to you right now, so everyone would know exactly what campaign bid strategy means. So let us move on from here. So what is campaign bid strategy? That is how your money is spent. Campaign bid strategy is how your money is spent, how Facebook spends your money. I'm going to show you, explain that to you shortly. Explain that to you shortly. How Facebook spends your money when you are running options there. If you come here, click on the edit button, you see the different options. So we have highest volume, cost per result, and of course we have options which is bid cap. So let me explain which one. Let me start from bid cap. So bid cap, it says set the highest you want to bid in any auction. The highest you want to bid in any auction. Here, what you typically do is you are, let's assume you are optimizing for clicks. So what you do if you're optimizing for clicks will be that you you set a particular amount you want to bid for per click. For instance, I can say Facebook do not charge me more than, don't charge me more than 10 cents per click, or do not charge more than 50 cents per click, or not more than, if I'm talking in naira, do not charge more than 50 naira per click. So for every click you get on your advert, you will not spend more than 50 naira. That is bid cap. It's a manual bidding system, right? So you set the bid yourself, right? Then for the other one, it says cost per result. This is a manual bid system as well. So it's you only use the one you're optimizing for results, for instance leads or sales. So if you're optimizing for leads, actually you can see Facebook, I want to set a bid of $5 per lead, or let me say $1 per lead, or let me say if it's in naira I can say 1,000 naira per lead. So what I'm saying is that for every lead I get on my advert, do not charge me more than 1,000 naira for every lead, not charging more than $5 for every lead I get. That's cost per result goal. So that's also a manual bidding system, except that it is you bidding manually for results that you get, e.g. leads or sales. While for the other one, which is highest volume, it says the most result for your budget. This is an automatic or automated billing system. Facebook itself decides how much you are charged based on what the auction system is saying per time. So depending on what the market's biddings are like, depending on what people are bidding at, you understand, Facebook automatically sets your own bid to match up with whatever is in the market pattern. For instance, if people are bidding, if the average bid at a particular time is, let's say, $5 per lead, so most likely your own bid as well will be around that region. If it is let's say $1 per lead, your bidding system will be around, your bidding cost will be around that amount. You understand? So Facebook automates your bid based on what is prevalent in the market per time, right? That's the highest volume. So our advice to for the highest volume, the reason for that is if you go for any of the manual bidding system, what will happen to you is if other people are bidding much more than you, they'll take you out of the market. Your ad can nosedive. Your ad will not do as well as you do because people are bidding more than you. Remember, I told you that this is a bid system, it's an auction system. So if people are outbidding, for example, if you are bidding at let's say $5 per lead, another people are bidding bid, you understand? Your ad will naturally just nosedive because you are not your ad is good used to make a system. So if you have not, if you have Facebook ad to a particular level, don't use the manual bidding system. It is X that use the manual bidding system. They know how they do that. So let's move on. What you should is highest volume. So let's move on. So next thing is ad scheduling. So this is defaulted for your ad to run all the time, all the time. So let's move on. Next, we are done with the campaign level now. Move right now to the ad. So in the level, I'll give it a name. I'm going to give this my ad set a name. I'll still use G6. I'll see C6. It's just a test that we are running apparently. So it's now asking me what's the conversion location? What's the conversion location? Where am I sending my traffic to? For everyone that click on my advert, what did they go to? That's what it's asking me. For everyone that click on my advert, where do they go to? That is what it is asking me currently. Okay, so let's move on. So we have different locations we can send our traffic to. We can send them to websites. We can send to websites, right? If you have website, send them there. Send them to messaging app, which is Messenger, Instagram, or WhatsApp. You can send them to our Instagram profile too. you can do calls, right? But for today, we are sending them to a website. So send it to a website. So that's what we are picking for this particular advert. So the next thing, it says performance goal. We are optimizing for clicks. So you can pick optimizing for clicks, maximum number of landing page views. Other goal, you see maximize, you say maximize number of link clicks, maximize number of landing page views, maximize daily unique reach, maximize number of conversion. We're not running conversion like that. Maximize number of impressions. So today let's go for link clicks. So we want to maximize our link clicks. Since we want to show your app to people most likely to, that's what we want to look at. Of course, we can use this one to try to show you how people most likely to view the website or instant experience link here. But let's go for link links for today. So let's move on. So the next thing is dynamic creative. So what dynamic creative helps you do is this: instead of using just one image, one flyer, or just one video or your advert, to split tests your creative elements. For instance, instead of using one video, I can do 2, 3 different videos for the same adverts, right? With different scripts in the videos and upload those videos. So what dynamic creative will do for me is that once I upload these 3 videos, it will randomize video amongst my audience and eventually settle for the one that gets attention of my audience, the one that drives more traffic, the one that gives my audience more, the one that attracts my audience more, the one that my audience click more on, the one that drives more traffic for it eventually. You understand? So it helps you test different variations, not just videos, images. I can insert 4, 5 headlines. So it's going to, if I use headlines and I use, let's say, 3 different videos for the same advert and 5 headlines. So we're going to create a combination between the 5 headlines and the 3 videos and come up with, let's say, let's assume I'm using 3 headlines and 3 videos. So is going to create combinations between the 3 videos and 3 headlines and come up with about 9 different combinations. So that with those 9 combinations, going to now to my audience at random. So the one that catches the attention of my audience, when I drive more traffic, get more clicks, and get more conversions, is what the algorithm will settle for eventually. So that microcreative is a very, very powerful feature when you're running adverts using Facebook as my. So I'll put this on. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show the effect of using dynamic creative once we get to the ad level. So the next thing now, we are under budget and schedule. So we have done our budget already. Why this will not allow us to budget any longer? Because we do the budgets under campaign budget automation. So this one, the budget here is disabled already because we are using your budget was set using a campaign budget. You know, so if I didn't do that, if I did organization at the campaign level, it's going to allow me to set my budget here. But since I've done that, I would not need to do that any longer. So under schedule, I can schedule my ad to start tomorrow or maybe afternoon at any time I want. Understand? But this is the only condition I use this. I discovered over time that when you advert, let's say you're running with $10 a day, $20 a day, or 10,000 naira a day. In Nigeria right now, the time is about what's the time? The time is 7:26 p.m. Now, what I found over time is that if I do not schedule my advert and I just go ahead and launch my advert right now, if my advert gets approved this evening, let's say I launch my advert around 7:30 p.m. right now, and my advert gets approved like let's say 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. this night. What I discovered over time is that if I'm running with $10 per day budget, Facebook would finish the $10, would charge me all of those $10 within the last 2 hours of today, as against my $10 running for the next 24 hours. That's not the way the algorithm is programmed. The algorithm is programmed to work with your time zone, you know, with your 24-hour time zone. That's how it's supposed to work. So I now realize that if my ad gets approved 10 p.m. tonight and I'm only with a $10 budget per day, Facebook would exhaust all of my $10 within the 2 hours. And I realized that I would not get, and most of the time I wouldn't get the exact value for that $10 I want, because Facebook just start showing that adverts to everybody online at that time just to ensure that that $10 gets exhausted that same day. So I now came up with a strategy of this scheduling. So you know what I always do? It's about 7:28 right now. So if I want to run an ad right now, what I'll do is I'll change this time I'll schedule my advert to start on the 24th. That is tomorrow. I will now change this time to 12 minutes. Hear that now? I'll change it to 12 midnight. So I'll change this to 12 midnight. Okay, I'll just change it to I'll change it to 12 o'clock. You can just use your 12 o'clock up to AM. Did you see that now? So this would be 12 midnight, 12 AM on the 24th. So even my ad gets approved, will not start running until 12 midnight tomorrow. That's, the day finishes 11:59 p.m. So by 12 midnight tomorrow, when tomorrow starts exactly, that's when my ad starts running. So I can get the full value for the money I for my daily budget. So that's how I came up with this strategy, right? So end days. If I decide to run my ad for, let's say, 2 weeks, 1 month, I'll choose end days right here. But if I'm running with a daily base, optional. But if I'm running a lifetime budget, you must do this. So as you're running a lifetime budget now, so you must set the end date for your advert. So let's say I want to run for a month, and so you can stop at 23 for 2024 at 12 minutes. So that's what I'll do, right? But if this is compulsory, you must do this compulsory if you are running with lifetime budget. But if you are running with daily budget, you can stop by yourself anytime. So you can just uncheck the budget type you are using. So you do that for yourself. So audience control. This is where you set your audience. So where are you targeting? You can target anywhere, of course. Are you targeting Lagos? Are you targeting the of Nigeria? You understand? Are you targeting somewhere even outside Nigeria? You can target anywhere basically. I can put if I can run an ad to target the United States of America and the United States of America. No, let me delete that. It's the United States of America. So I'll say United States of America. So I can target anywhere in the world basically. One of the advantages of social media ads, I can target anywhere in the world. I want to target cities as well. Let's say I want to target only Lagos. I don't want to target Nigeria, for instance. I can delete Nigeria and come here and type in Lagos. So I'm going to type in Lagos. So can you see Lagos? Lagos in Nigeria, that's the state, Lagos State. So I'll pick this. And I do not want to, if I want to remove the mouse, I can say current city only. Right, so target just Lagos alone, right? So we can go on now. So you just pick, that's your demographic basically. You pick the exact location you want your ad to be seen, right? So advantage plus audience. If you leave this on advantage plus audience, what will happen is Facebook will help you, the algorithm of Facebook will help you search for your audience automatically. You understand? Without you having to do anything about it. But if you want to change, you want to pick your audience yourself, you want to set your audience yourself, what you do is you say switch to original audience option. Use original audience option. So by doing that, you go to, so I'll now scroll down. By doing this, you have to set your audience by yourself. So that's I can set my age bracket of people patronize my business. You understand? I can people patronize business are usually from the ages of, let's say, 25 and above. So I'll come here and pick 25, right? So between 25 and 50. I can come here and change this to 50. So of course everybody knows the age range of people who patronize business. So you just come and see the age range so you don't waste your money. So this is if your business or if your product or your service is gender based, you come here to edit and you pick whether men or women. But if it's not gender based, just leave it all. You don't need to change anything there. So this is where you use keywords to target your audience. So depending on what you are selling, right? You now have to get a list of keywords that will target people who will be interested, who may be interested in what you're selling. For instance, I run a digital marketing agency, and of course, I sell real estate too. So let's assume I want to run an ad for people who are interested in learning how to run Facebook adverts. Of course, basically my target audience is business people and organizations. So I may want to say one of the very potent ways I can target people is Facebook business admins. I can say Facebook page admins. I can say, or I can say business. Let me business page admins. So I think that business page. I say that business admins. Yeah. So here you target by behavior and interest. Right now, business page. So for you to be a business page admin owner on Facebook, it means that you are a business. Exactly. So I can easily use this to get you. So I'll just pick this. Did you see that now? So you can use different keywords to target where I can say business owner. If I type business now, it's going to give me different things. So I can say, let me say business owners. So can you see business owner? So I'll look at the one that has very good traffic. I'll look at the one that has very size, audience size. Because not all of them. Look at it, just 1,000 people that are there. That's the whole world. So I mean, not okay. 30 million people. World statistic, the size of just small business owners, right? Exactly. And you see, audience size is increasing bit by bit. So if I target people who are in business to come and learn how to run app, I can easily use this. So of course, everyone will come up with their own keywords based on the kind of business that they do. Are we following this, everyone? Thank you. So of course, when I put this, algorithm will already make suggestions to me. So I can come here and click on suggestions. You see that it's going to show me other keywords that are related to what I already put on my screen. So I can also, let's assume I want to target food and restaurant owners, food restaurants page. I can just pick this. I want people who are into health and business, I can pick this. I want people who are into travel and tourism, I can pick this. You understand? If I want to do entrepreneurship alone, people who are entrepreneurs, I can pick this, right? So a lot of keywords one can target to ensure that see small business owners, SMEs, small and medium enterprise, I can pick this. Small business, and I can pick this. So depending on what I want to target, I can even okay, so owner, okay, this is not too large. Founder or director, owner and CEO, I can pick this if I want to. So depending on kind of advert I want to run against I do, I can always find a related keyword. I can always find I can always find keywords that will target people who are my target audience or people who are my ideal customers, right? So once I find those keywords, I'll just pick them, put them together, and for an audience from them. So of course, while you are doing that, you always ensure that your audience size is not too large. When I look at my audience size, then it's about 600 or something, 600, 686,000, which is actually very good. I don't always advise that your audience size exceeds 1 million. Your audience, if it's too, except you are working with a big budget, actually, let's assume you are working with $100, $500 daily budget. Of course, you can use a budget of, you can use an audience size of millions of people. But if you are working with limited, but let's say $10, $20, $30, not advise that your audience size is more than a million. If you are going to exceed a million, make sure it's no more than 1.5 million, right? But if you are working with, I'm saying that if you are working with limited budget, like $10, $20, $20 budget, and all of that, ensure that your audience size is no more than 1 million. So this will help you have an insight into the kind of audience you have already. For instance, if your audience is converting, you can easily know. the first 2 3 days, it will be easy to detect the audience is converting. If it's not converting, you can easily change the audience. Do you get what I'm saying now? Exactly. So let's move on from there. So you know what to do now when you're building your audience. You have to be conversant of the estimated audience size. When it's too broad, it's not so good. So when you're done with that, you move to the next thing. So for this, let me explain this to you before we move on. So add exclusions. I can decide to add from my audience, right? I can exclude some kind of people. For instance, I can say, okay, small business owners, business page admins, I can say exclude people who, let's say, this business page admin is virtually everybody. I can say exclude everyone who are into, let's say, tourism, who are tourism page admins, because I don't want to target them, who are restaurant page admins. Let me see. I'm going to type food page admins. I can exclude guys and say, okay, out of all of the business page admins I don't want food people. I don't like to deal with them. I can exclude. See that my order size will drop now. If you are okay, not so many of them, so just drop by little. Do you understand? I can exclude people from my audience onto. That's why that thing is there, right? Let's delete that. And I can use as many keywords as I want as well to exclude as many as I want to exclude. I can decide to exclude tourism page as well, for instance. Let's say travel page admins. Then I can say take them out. You understand? I can take them out, right? So I can start listing people that I don't want to be part of my audience. I can start listing out. So let's delete this. I'm just showing you that button. So that I can do I can do something that says define further. What this means is I do not just want people, I do not just want people who are Facebook page admins alone, right? I do not just want people who are Facebook page admins alone or business owners alone. I want them as well to, that means I want them to meet two different, I want them to meet two different criteria. For instance, they are Facebook page admin, they are small business owners. Another thing is, let me say, before now I used to be able, okay, let me say, I want them as well to have interest in digital marketing. Let me say digital marketing. You see that now? I want them as well to have interest in digital marketing. So I'll pick this, define my audience further. Can you see my audience has now reduced? I want them to have interest. I just interest in digital marketing. So it will be easier for me to convert. You see this now? So that means it says this and must also match. It must not be just business owners or Facebook page or business page admins. They must all have an interest in what? Digital marketing. Do you see that now? So I can also say they have an interest. If I don't want, I will say they must have an interest in learning. Can I say that education, learning? You see that I can say I can click on this depending on what I want to achieve with my adverts. You see that now? So that's what those features are meant for. If you have any questions, of course, you can also put it in the chat box or chat us on our WhatsApp group, right? So let us move on. So if you want to save the audience as well, you can save the audience. If you want to just click on save this audience, you give it in and then you click on save. So that's save things. So let us move on. Anything I missed? Nothing. So this is placements. So advantage plus placement. It used to be called automatic placement. So let me click on edit and see. For advantage plus placement, what happens is that Facebook actually automates the placement. It takes your ads round all of the available placement. For instance, Facebook feeds, Facebook stories, Instagram stories, Facebook audience network, Instagram explore, Instagram reels, Facebook reels. It takes your adverts all through all of those audience placements. Then when you get more conversions from it, pumps more of your adverts to those places. But if you don't want to use that automatic placement, which is called advantage, which is called advantage placement, which is a recommended one, You can for manual placement if you just want to add to run on specific placement. For instance, let me show you this. I can say I don't want Facebook, I only want Instagram. So I'll uncheck Facebook and audience network. Audience network is also a part of Facebook, so I'll check audience network as well and message um, placement. So I'll leave Instagram alone. So if you look at all of these placement now, we have a lot of them. Can you see we have Instagram? We don't have Instagram feeds, Instagram stories and reels. Once you put your mouse on them, you see how it will come up. We have Instagram videos and we search results and likes, right? So, but if you want your adverts to show on every placement, you don't need to come here. And of course, if you are doing manual placement as well, you can. If you do manual placement as well, you can also decide You can also decide which devices you want to see your adverts. So here it says all devices. You can click on and say you only want mobile devices. You don't want desktop devices. So depending on, let's assume you are selling an app, a mobile application. You will not need desktop people to see. People use desktop to see it. You only need people use mobile, right? Then before now, we used to select the operating system. I think that has been taken off. That's yanked off. Okay, it's there. It's there. So I can select the operating system I want my adverts to show on. For instance, let me show you this. All mobile devices, I can say only Android device alone or only iOS device alone. So the only way I would do this is if I'm selling a product or a service to iOS owners alone, iOS device owners alone, or I'm selling a product to Android device owners alone. Probably I'm selling an app, marketing an app for 100 owners alone or an app for devices. I'll come here and change. So iOS owners will not be seeing my ad. That will be waste of money because I use Android. So if I'm selling a product or a service to iOS owners as well, I'll just uncheck Android device owner, check iOS device so that Android owners will not be seeing my advert. See that now? But I always advise that if you are not doing any specifics, you understand, you can just use advantage plus placement, the best advantage plus placement. So when you're done with that, you can move on next. So we're done with the ad level now. Sorry, with the asset level. So the next thing is the ad level. So I'll still give it a name. What G6. I'll name my that's what G. So this partnership ad, for instance, let's say you have a brand ambassador who's a celebrity, or you have let's assume you have to deal with a brand ambassador or an influencer. You run a partnership advert. So what you do here is once you sign the deal with them and you want to run with the probably with the video that did for you. You know, of course they can't run advert for you. You have to be able to run the advert, right? And you want to show on their own page as well. You want people to see that their page is linked to the advert. So you put this on, just like we do on what people do on Instagram. When you do partnerships or what's that thing called again on Instagram? Where if you do a post, add the celebrity, that celebrity will accept and to be showing on your page and on the celebrity page. So that's exactly what it is. So as with creators, brands, and businesses, these are feature identities in the end. This is that. So we have partnership, ad coach, and all of that. So that's how it is done. So that's just that. So that's what this is for basically. So let's move on. That's not a focus for today. Maybe one of our other videos or other lectures will look into that. So this is where you choose Facebook page. The Facebook page you want to use to run your adverts. So if you don't have one, you can create that one. You can pick any of the Facebook pages that you want to run your advert. So depending on your Facebook page. For me now, I can pick G6 Digitals, right? So if you have an Instagram account or for the particular business, you come here and go to connect accounts. So it will ask you. So this is my own personal account I use for. So I can just say contact. So I'll link it to that. So let us move on. Let us move on. So next thing is ad setup. Ad, of course, the manner of So format, what format are we using to run our adverts? You can use single image or video. So one image of video. This normally you can only use one image of video or a slideshow multiple images. But I told you something about dynamic creatives in the previous under the now watch this. Allow me add as many images, as many videos that I want to add. But I have videos here on this system. Oh, I don't have this on the system. So this will allow me add different images of videos per time. So let's select images. So I can use different images time. Sorry, I can use different images for the same advert. Let me use, I think I have videos here. Let me hold on, let me see. I should have video. Okay, so I have a number of videos there. So this video, select one. Can you see selected video 1 of 10? So I can use up to videos to run a particular advert and I can still select another one. Right? So if I select this other one, I can select another one too. That's 3 already. Just select 2 because of our tips. I will now say continue. And you see now I have 2 different videos for the same adverts. Instead of using one video alone or just one image. The reason why I'm to do is because I checked that box where on the previous screen where we have dynamic creatives. So it's dynamic creative that allowed us to do this. If I had not clicked on dynamic creative, I won't be able to do this. I'll only be able to add one image or one video. You see that now? And it doesn't work for videos alone. For prime text as well, which is my marketing text, can you see? If I had something now, okay, this is the text that I did earlier. We have been struggling with Facebook ads. Sorry. See ads. No, why is it not hiding it? I don't know why it's not working. So I can say, let me just type something. Of course, this marketing text, you have to be very, very detailed here. Click here to sign up. I'm just typing because of what I don't want us to exceed. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, sign up. Did you see that? And say, if you're struggling with Facebook ads, struggling with your Facebook ads, click here to sign up now for free webinar. You see that? So let's assume that's my marketing text. Okay, let me change. Click now. That should be smooth. Struggling. You have been struggling with your Facebook ad. Okay. So it now says, so I can add more options if I want to. I'll just add. This is that now. Exactly. So it's going to ask for more text options. I can put here to say sign up. Sign up for this webinar if you desire to get the best results for your face. Did you see that now? If I had not seen dynamic creatives, I won't be able to, I won't have this liberty to put any parameter as I want. I can still continue and add more text options. Even for my headlines, I can put options there for my headlines. You see that? This is from previous ads. I don't know why it's not adding. I can say Don't waste money running Facebook ads. I can say add new option, add headline option. I can put on that option say I can say, let me say how to run Facebook ads the right. I can even add more to, right? I can add more if I want to. So you can use description to emphasize more on your heading. That's what descriptions are meant for. But I'll show you what to use description. I'll show you now. So let's assume I'm sending traffic to let me put one on my website here. Let's say case 987 so dots 9. I just remember this. Okay, let me quickly check so I don't write wrong. Just hold on. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, I want to put okay, so I'm going to quickly get one of my websites. Okay, where do I put this? Okay, just a minute, just a minute. Okay, so dots. Okay, dots. I slash. Okay, so look at this. So once I put this, it will display my ads for me, how it will come out normally. Look at this. We're almost done with this now. So now I was talking about description. Now if you look at this, you see that my headline has extended from this line to the last. So headline is long, such that it extends to the third line. If you put descriptions, it will show, it will not come up, right? But headline stays just the second line alone. I can put it, for instance. Let me show you something. Let me okay. Let me change the adverts. So don't waste money running Facebook. So I can say free. Let me say free Facebook next um training. Okay, let me do something first. That's learn more. Let me change that learn more to sign up first. Learn more. Let me change to sign up so I can have space there. I want to show you. So look at this. It only says Facebook free Facebook ads training. So I still have the last line vacant. Headline is not extending to the last line, so which means I have space for my description. I can say, so let's assume I'm selling a service. Okay. Let's assume I want people to sign up early. I can say 20 people only. You understand? I can say first 20 people. So it's only free, but for first 20 people only. Sorry. So I'll click here. So now it says free Facebook ads trade, but only free for how many? First 20 people. So that's where my description will come up. So it's the only time your description comes up on your advert is when your uh, your your headline is not very long. Is when your headline only stays on this line, does not extend to the third line. I hope you understand. I can add other descriptions if I want to. I can add the same way I can add as many as I want. I can add as many descriptions as I want as well. Then the next thing is to put your website URL. You understand? Or landing page where you want to send them to. Was this here? You can move. Then the display link. If you do not want people to see, for instance, this KIES97.system.io does not really look appealing. So people might be looking at what kind of URL is this. So if you want to max that up, I can say I can change it to let's say KUS 987. I can say okay, let me put www.keys987.com. If I do this now, it will change. Can you see that now? keys987.com. Do you see that now? So I'm just using this to max this keys97.system cscstmi.io. When people see this kind of link, I'm thinking now, what link is this? You know, so because it's a link for one of my marketing email automation software system.io is not like a regular website link. So people may not understand, okay, what kind of link is this one to max it up, right? So that's what I'll do. Or I can just use my brand name. I can say KD Coach instead. I can say I can say coach. That's yeah, .com. But when they click it, it's to the normal URL that I put there initially, right? So with this, we have almost to the end of our advert. If you want to set up a quick advert, for instance, if I want to add a call button on my advert, I'll just put call here. I'll put my phone number. So there'll be a call button underneath the advert where people can call me directly. That's if I do that. Or if I want to put my WhatsApp link, I can click on this and connect my WhatsApp to so people can see it. But I'm not using that because I'm sending a landing page. So I use this. So for as well, this is sign up. I can decide to add another option. So instead of sign up, I can say contact us or something or learn more. You understand what it is? So the dynamic creative the algorithm will still ensure that it creates a combo of these parameters and eventually for the best one amongst the combinations, right? So tracking, I will do this under I will put it under conversion adverts. This does not really apply under traffic adverts. So with this, you have come to the end of our class. So when you are done, you just click on publish. Click on publish, and then your ad will go for must click on publish for approval, and Facebook checks every advert and it's okay, then they will approve.